It's the Tiger Sports Live Breakdown Podcast with your host, Brian Babcock.
Well, welcome back. Week 14 here of the Breakdown Podcast. Thank you, Nate and Erica Leidy, for the sponsoring this thing all season long. With Jesse Miller, Jeremy Babcock this week. Fellas, we talked about the Liberty Benton game extensively last week, and we played that game up for a lot of reasons because we thought this was going to be a very good game. We thought they had a chance to potentially knock us off just due to the talent and the line and just the players that they had. But Liberty Center just really dominated the football game, start to finish. Tell us what you saw.
Well,
Takeaways.
I wasn't lying.
I wasn't either.
I mean,
right.
We, in all honesty, Tiger Nation, I wasn't lying. I know what I saw on film, and I think I wasn't wrong, but I think that's just how good we played. They were without number 10. He ended up not being a factor for him. With a hamstring and then big hit by Walker, and he's done. So once you take that away, that really limited their offense. But there was a lot of dangers, a lot of problems on that offense, a lot on that team, and man, we handled them. It was really an impressive show out by Liberty Center, I think.
Yeah, we had talked off air a little bit, but I thought our line was better, but I didn't think it was going to be that much better. They dominated both sides of the line of scrimmage last Friday.
For sure.
Big time.
For sure.
Big time. Benton, the first play of the game, they had a guy, they missed him. When they rolled the quarterback out left and that 27 took off, a play here or there, who knows. But when they went 3 and out and punted, we scored. In the second possession, we got the ball on their side of the 50, and we talked about the field position all the time, and it was just
I don't know
14-0. It was downhill for them after that.
Yeah. If everybody's healthy, are they where are we at in the game? When we dominate the line of scrimmage that good, as well as we did Friday night, I don't know that the outcome would have been different.
No.
But either way, Liberty Center, big win. Big win against Liberty Benton.
It was a very, very big win. Liberty Center rushing 330 yards, passing 123 for a total of 453 yards of offense. Liberty Benton, 108 yards rushing, 79 yards passing for 187. Crime Brinks 5 and 9, 123, big 79-yarder to Barrett. Moeller 9 rushes, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them was on punt return. Gary Cruz, 9 for 112, 2 touchdowns. Baxter Barrett, 3 for 39 and a touchdown. Yeah, I really liked what I saw out of the backfield. You're getting production from all 3 spots.
Yeah.
Baxter with that run early to kind of get things going. He gets into that crowd and looks like he's not coming out. A little shove by Gary.
Oh,
that was quite a play to just get the party started. And I wasn't there. I was remote, kind of watching, but what was the crowd like in that moment?
Oh, they were going crazy.
Yeah.
And I say that, and Gary made a heck of a play by helping him there, but I still don't know if they're going to tackle Baxter, whether Gary did that or not. He was that wingback position. You're going to touch the ball 3 to 5 times a game, and
he made
I think Baxter knows that. Yeah, I don't know if he was going to get tackled either way, but wasn't assist by Gary for sure.
I actually said out loud to my brother-in-law, I go, well, that didn't work on that play. Because they had him, and I thought they were going to wrap him. And then I just whoa, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, that was kind of the tone setter right there. Over 3,000 people there. 50-50 was, what was 50-50?
1,900, some change.
Man, oh man.
Have you guys seen, well, you weren't there. Have you seen that many people at Rex Lingard Stadium, Cape Kern Field, in a long time? It's been a while, hasn't it?
97.
So
Like
97 PH.
I remember that one was probably more.
I think it was, but there were a lot of people there.
There's a lot of people there, though.
Yeah.
When we started the broadcast, you could still see cars coming in off 109 there.
Yes. It was impressive.
It was Well, yeah, I mean, I could just tell from the broadcast, it looked like they were 4 or 5 deep.
Yeah.
I mean, Liberty Benton traveled.
Yeah.
Because I think they kind of thought this is it. Like, they got us.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of the feel. I saw a lot of blue around the field for sure. What an atmosphere for football. You know, I wanted to get back to the offense. You know, watching the end zone film, this offensive line is blocking at a very, very high level. Starting with, we talk about the left side with Weimer, Walker, Spangler, and then you put Lonzak at the tight end, run that wing over there. Those guys were just absolutely destroying that side of the football. Then you bring in Schweigert and Fitzenreiter and Bockelman, and this offensive line is just playing so sound.
Yeah.
You go to the left side around Weimer, and I watched the film, and I'm sure Nick could correct me, but I don't see him miss a block. If it's coming outside, he's getting on his guy, he's turning, the wall is there, you get the kick out, and it's just off to the races. And then you get Max Walker coming around in the guard, Fitzenreiter and Schweigert, and it's just punishment every single play of this offensive line, and they are playing at such a high level. And, you know, if you're a running back and you get Thomas and Gary and Baxter a head start, they don't need much room, man. And they know what to do with it.
Yeah, they're not going down on one guy either, usually. You better have a really good form tackle if you're going to get them down.
Absolutely.
What about, we talk on our left side. What about our right side when we go with Henry and Sawyer? They're south.
Yes,
by the way.
That's right. That's right.
Not bad.
I know.
Their progression has been impressive.
Oh, man.
Really impressive.
Yeah, spell Deegan, then Deegan go play a little defense or whatever you got to do, and they're pretty good too over there. They're gonna
absolutely.
Yeah.
I also liked. I mean, we've talked about Lonzak, just how he's almost an extended tackle. I mean, he blocks as well as anybody.
Yeah.
They pull him around too on those inside reverses.
Yeah.
And if you saw I think the one that Baxter had, he pulls around, gets a key block to kind of jumpstart that thing. He blocks down as well as anyone. And then I think the backs are blocking really good.
Ooh, yeah,
I mean,
really good.
Gary, there were multiple times where we put Thomas at the full and Gary at wing, and he's leading up and just destroying people.
Yeah.
And Baxter's blocking really well.
Yeah.
And Thomas, when he's leading up on these powers, these backs are just blocking incredible right now.
Yeah, it's so unselfish of all of them.
That's
right.
right.
They don't. It's just like Gary helping Baxter get in. They don't care. Just get in the end zone, one way or the other, one of us. And they all seem to be getting their turns here lately.
Yeah.
Credit to the kids there being unselfish.
Yeah.
Credit to the coaching staff having this team rolling all in the right direction. You know, it takes a lot of team chemistry there.
Yep.
And I don't have any inside info on that, but it's evident
Yeah, you can see it.
that everybody is on the same page.
Yep.
And that's what it takes to get to where we're at. So it's Liberty's rolling, feeling good, feeling real good.
Defensively, I thought the secondary played really well. Corners, snipers, safeties. Mason Smith, he was in on a lot of tackles, making a lot of nice plays. Corners were solid. Thomas on the back end was great. They had some big play guys, and other than that first play, where they kind of ran that rollout throwback.
Yeah.
I think that surprised us a little bit. Other than that, nobody was behind us the entire night.
No, and we kept calling it during the broadcast too. It was like
I heard you. Like, are they going to?
What are they doing? Like, you want to throw underneath. That's not going to question what they're doing. Yeah, I guess their coach, but I thought they would have took more chances with 27, especially. I mean, he was the fastest guy on the field, but then they did to end the first half, and he caught it, and then that was the half, and I don't think they did it again.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, the quarterback, Barbara, was running a little bit there in the second half. We were getting after him a little bit. So, but, yeah, I was surprised, really surprised that they didn't take more chances downfield.
Right.
Especially with 10 out. I mean,
where else is the offense coming from?
Yeah, that's the guy you get in space, the short pass and stuff like that, not the other guys so much. So
Sure.
Yeah. And credit to the DBs and the progression they've made throughout this season has been just really good, week to week, getting better, and they're where they need to be. They're where they need to be. You can always be better, but they're getting to that level that we need them to play to beat the best in the state.
Right. Linebackers are always fun to watch. Max Walker, obviously, with his big hit there. When you go to watch a linebacker and you see them dropping in their zones, and if you play that play back, Max snap, beeline to my zone, and he just ran straight to where the ball was, and he never broke stride. And it was, and you saw it, and it was a big hit. And I mean, and then he does the same thing the next drive and gets the pick. Yeah. Kind of just knowing where you're supposed to be, getting your drops. He's great. I think Gary had 2 or 3 tips. Yeah. I think we had 6 total. I think I counted.
There was a lot.
Defensive line. I know Weimer had 1 or 2. Dipster had 1 or 2.
Gary had a couple.
So I think there were at least 6. I mean, that's a huge play. 6 times to tip a ball.
Yeah, and with the size. Crazy. With the size we have, that's something that you can't account for that. Even in practice as you're preparing for Liberty Center, it's like, well, do you got 6'5", 6'4" guys? If you don't, then your quarterback's throwing over, whatever, 6 foot, 5'11" guys all week. You can't prepare for that, and I think it is a huge factor. For sure. It's like, oh, surprise, I can't see my receivers, guys in the way. Boom, tip, pick, whatever happens.
And then, by the way, when you can see them, maybe with Gary only being 6'2", or Jackson, they can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, true.
Go get a tip anyway. So
yes.
It don't really matter.
Well, I think coaching too, right? I mean, from the defensive line position to get there, you can't get there, get your hands up. That is coaching. Yeah. To rep it and do it.
For sure. Same
with the linebackers. These guys they're getting taught to do it, and they're doing it, and it's been really effective. I go back to the physicality of Liberty Center and how that can shock teams. And I think Liberty Benton, even though they played us last year, I think they were still shocked about the violence that was played with. If you just watch on defense, there are 11 halves of the football, and every guy is trying to get in there and just get something. And I don't see that. When you watch film and you just see the flows to the football on defense, we flow better than any team that I've seen. Yeah. Just getting in, get to the football. If somebody misses a tackle, we got 3 more guys just waiting. And those 3 guys are looking to get some when they get there. And I think that the physicality from the line just across the board is shocking people right now.
I agree with you. And Liberty Benton was almost they were grasping for straws on their own side when they were on defense. You saw later in the game they had 81 standing up. Did you see any film where he was doing that?
No.
And he was like an outside linebacker,
I did see
and they had 16 out there on the other side. And I think what they were trying to do was keep Gary from getting the edge. But then we started hitting some dives, and that first play of the second half to Baxter, at the first play. 81
on the
pass. 81's out there, who's a defensive end, and he's stepping up, read and run. Baxter just went right up the seam. You seen that coming a mile away. It was wide open. Right. So they had no answer for anything that we were doing offensively.
Yeah. I mean, I think this physicality has become a trademark of Liberty Center football, and I got to tell you, there's nothing I like better. Yeah. It's so great to say, well, like this is what we do. This is who we are, and you're gonna get smacked. Like you're gonna play us, you're gonna get smacked. Like get ready for it.
Yep.
It's so great, as a fan, with kids coming up in the program. I love that. I love it, and I just hope we continue it.
And we've always been physical, but I think you put the physicality with some of the size of these kids these days, and it's just different. I mean, these guys they look different than when you and I played.
Man.
I mean, they're just different.
It is.
The weight program
and I watched some
and
recent
the
film
nutrition.
Too.
I know. I have too.
And I'm seeing holy cats, this ain't the same ball game.
Yeah, it's a completely different animal than 10 years ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are and is this just a phase? Or are we getting this? We've had some good athletes, or is this here? These kids.
Yeah.
They eat right, they do all the nutrition, and they lift the weights. Maybe it's
here to stay.
But that's the foundation, and that's establishment of the coaching staff, right?
Yeah.
To get this thing going, and this is how we do it, and this is what you do, and if you do, here's your payoff. I think that's just a credit to the infrastructure Liberty Center football.
I'll tell you a story. When I started to realize what you guys are talking about was, I believe it was 2 years ago or last. They did a passing camp at 7-on-7 at Hicksville, and at Hicksville they have a lineman challenge, right? So our linemen took 1 through 8 in the challenge. Okay, whoever we sent over there. Then you're watching the other linemen, and then walking over, I saw Waylon, Grady, Baxter, Gary, and Jackson were kind of together, and they were walking by there. And you looked at them, and they were bigger than anybody else's linemen from the other schools.
Yes.
I'm like, well, that's our skill position players. And we still got it going. You got Gary. Look how big Thomas has gotten, and Baxter, and Lonazak, and even Ethan Gray. He's put on some really good size.
Yep.
Solid kid himself. So, yeah, there's definitely something to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love it. Man, love that.
Well, certainly a dominating performance for Liberty Center, and a lot to be excited about with this football team. Their last home game, putting that type of show on.
Yeah.
And this team just seems really hungry and primed to continue this run here. And we'll take a quick break here and get back to preview Genoa.
Crossbuck Construction Company, providing exceptional quality for our clients for over 20 years. Call 419-966-9341 for details. Demolition. We handle the tough stuff so you don't have to. Our demolition service is all about safety and efficiency. Whether it's old concrete, asphalt, or structures, we've got the tools and the skills to clear the way for your new projects. Hauling services. You have debris? We'll take it away. Our hauling service with our dump trucks are ready to remove and transport materials from your site, making your construction or cleanup projects hassle-free. Residential concrete. Your home deserves the best. We provide top-notch concrete services for driveways, sidewalks, patios, and more. Expect a perfect finish every time, adding value and curb appeal to your home. Commercial concrete. Strong foundations for your business. Our commercial concrete services are tailored for durability and precision. From large foundations to flat work, we ensure your commercial space stands on solid ground. Excavating and site prep. Digging done right. Our excavating services are all about precision and care, whether it's for foundations, landscaping, or drainage installations. We ensure your ground is prepared perfectly for what's next. Drainage solutions. Keep water away the right way. Our drainage solutions are designed to protect your property from water damage. We assess, plan, and implement effective drainage systems, ensuring long dryness. Here's some of our Crossbuck construction statistics. 55 years of experience, 1,216 yards of concrete poured, and over 3,000 tons of material moved. Call Crossbuck Construction at 419-966-9341 for details, or go to Crossbuck.co to get a free quote.
We are back here to preview Genoa. Genoa is 11-1. Bill Fisher's in his 4th year. He is 29-15, winning 66% of his games. Genoa's in the Northern Buckeye League. They're in. They play Otsego, Oak Harbor, and Eastwood. That schedule. This year, Genoa is outscoring their opponents 460 to 243. It's an average of 38-20. Common opponents with Genoa. They played Archbold early, lost the first game of the year, lost 33-28. They beat Otsego 36-21, Oak Harbor 34-19, and Eastwood 42-27. Coming off a big win last week against Triway, they got them 34-33 in overtime. I kind of caught the end of that game, and Triway went for 2 at home. All the momentum, and they stopped them.
Double reverse, and it just
didn't. And there was nothing there.
No.
So I think you watch this Genoa team, and from earlier in the season, and you kind of see them progress. I think this team is just continue to getting better and better and better. If you kind of look at their skill positions, a lot of juniors. A lot of guys that were probably first-year starters. So this is a team that's kind of hitting their peak here late in the season.
Yeah, and you go. I believe they were up 14-0 at one point.
They were
on Triway, and then they kind of let them back in. But you watch Genoa, and there's some things like number 11. We'll talk about him. 6'4" kid can make some plays.
Yeah.
They got some guys that can do some thing. I guess the question you'll have is kind of what always happens when you go up against Liberty Center: is your line going to hold up?
right.
Is their offensive and defensive lines going to hold up against what we're bringing? And I would question that right now, but that's why you play the game.
That's right.
They're going to come out and they're going to need some things to happen. We've talked about this for them, but you go back. We're going to talk about the 2018 game, but if I remember right, I don't think many people picked Liberty to win that game.
No.
It's kind of the opposite of what we have going here. So
That's right.
come in, you got to play the game. You got to be ready to go here.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from their quarterback. I mean, he's an athletic kid, has some size. Probably I don't know. We don't have stats on how tall he is, but he looked like a big kid.
6'1", 190.
Yeah, maybe taking some of the tips out of it. That as we talked about earlier. I don't know. He moves good. He throws it well. And they do have some players that are going to be some threats. I don't think it's anything that Liberty hasn't seen before or can't handle if we play the game that we need to play. So,
don't you guys think the quarterback? I watched a couple of those. I feel like he should run a little more.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's got some.
It looks like he has some decent speed. You've seen it once or twice, and it's like.
Yep, I agree.
Maybe he don't want to, or maybe he's not supposed to. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
I feel like, and maybe they tried something different this week too. I don't know, but
yeah, he's athletic.
Yeah,
he's athletic.
He's an athletic kid.
He is
good size, and he moves good.
Yep.
So
for sure.
See.
Going back, the last time we played Genoa was at Lake, 18 and 19, or excuse me, the 18 season, 19 graduating class. That was one of the greatest games in Liberty Center history. That was amazing.
It was.
I'll never forget where I was and watching, just thinking, oh my, did this really happen? We'll play it back here. Basically, Cam Crew to Brendan Morris, 4th down.
25.
And
as time expired.
Yes.
No. There was still 45 seconds
There
left.
was?
Yes.
Okay.
They got the ball back.
They did. Okay.
With like 40 or 45, something like that. I was actually on top of Lake's press box filming at the time for that one. So, yeah, I do remember that one vividly.
I was there with you.
Yes.
And I think that's the most crazy I've ever went at a sporting event.
I agree.
Same.
Just screaming.
I was just like
what did
complete
melee. And the funny thing, if you remember the play before, I was calling C.J. Johnson everything under the bus because he got a personal foul to make it 4th and 25. So I guess C.J. was smarter than all of us. He was just setting that play up.
There it is.
So we could get that touchdown. So good job, C.J.
Oh, man. Cam Crew, that was only his second start. Jarrett got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, and Cam was a sophomore then?
He was
right?
a sophomore, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, in that moment to make that throw, that was unbelievable.
was.
Genoa was big-time favored. They had the Plants kid from quarterback.
Yeah. He was D1 somewhere.
Yeah, I think baseball, but he could really go.
Yeah.
And then the bench kid was a tight end / receiver, do everything. I think he went to BG, I think. Yeah. So they were pretty stacked up.
You just, everybody's showing that, on social media this week, that play. And it's great to watch, but when I watch it, I'm thinking, what in the heck is Genoa doing?
I don't
Like, that's the only thing I can think every time I see that. What coverage are we in that's there? Not only did he catch it, he also went 30 more yards to score a touchdown. Like, what I don't know. I'll never understand that one, but we'll take it.
Quite a moment. So that is the last time that we matched up with Genoa, and it was quite the game. Getting back to this Genoa team. Offensively, they can spread you out. They can double tight. I think when I watched against Triway, it was interesting. When they went double tight in T, they do a wing T, straight T. They ran it better, and I think they scored more because they were controlling the line of scrimmage against Triway a lot. Interested to see what they do against us. I don't know that I see him having a lot of success just lining up, teeing up, and running on us. So my guess is they'll probably go more spread. We talked about the quarterback, his ability to throw it. I think he throws it well. He is an athlete. He can run it. That might be part of the playbook a little bit more this week. Their weapons, they got a couple nice weapons. Number 10, Logan Routson. He's a good-looking receiver, H-back, wing. They do a lot of things with him. Ryan Rotson. I don't know if they're brothers or cousins there. Number 4, he's kind of their speed guy, a little bit smaller stature. They'll get him on some quick passes, some jet sweeps.
He's scrappy.
He's their kick returner too. I've seen him have some good returns, so he's a very capable returner. They're probably their best players, Jackson McNone. I think that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, I apologize. He's a 6'4", 208 junior. Big, athletic-looking kid. They kind of tight end / split him out, but they really look to get him the ball. I mean, if you watch the quarterback a lot of times, it's number 11 first read, and then it's everybody else. So they can do some things, and he's a guy that can go win 50-50 balls. He won a 50-50 ball against Triway.
Yeah,
early on. I have seen where the quarterback can zero in on him, though. And he's going to find 11, and it's going.
Yeah.
Regardless who's around. So, defensively for Liberty Center, got to have eyes on that guy. Yeah. If you get eyes and hats, that could lead to some turnovers potentially.
Yeah, what kind of concerns you, I guess, if you're Liberty Center is I don't think he's going to run by our corners by any means.
Right.
But he is 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a big body. He can go up and get what now, our corners aren't 6'4", but they're both pretty athletic and go up and challenge you. So we'll see, kind of what the game plan is with him when he is split out. And I think the other thing you got to watch, they like to throw, I don't know if you watch like that deep out, 10-yard out. I mean, he's throwing it from the right hash to the left. I'm like,
it's a long, slow
it's a heck
throw.
Of a throw, though. I mean,
he can make it. And
when he did, the one I watched, he made a couple of them. It's like, man, I feel like that route should be jumped. But you watch it again, and the timing, he's throwing it before he's out of his break and all the things. I don't know if that's going to work this Friday or not.
Right.
You might see Ethan or Isaiah jump one, but they had that probably 3 or 4 times in the Triway game where he just threw that, 30 yards across the field on an 8-yard out. I'm like,
impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive, dangerous, all the things.
yeah, exactly. Both.
A little bit of both, but he can make all the throws.
Yeah. So this offense averaging 38 points, they're certainly capable of scoring, and on the offensive line they are a little bit undersized if you just look in heights and weights. So that's kind of where I got back to will you try to double tighten and get that against us? Not sure. I mean, will that slow the game down and limit possessions if you can have some success and run the ball 3 yards and do that? But my guess is they're going to go more spread.
I agree with that. That's from what I saw. I matchup wise, I don't see him doing a lot of that.
But I do like the way they can just within a play, within a possession, they'll change.
Yep.
They'll go straight spread. They'll get a third and short. Boom. Here comes double tight, and we're going to run it. We're going to get it, and then we can go back spread. And they do both pretty well.
Yeah. Yes.
Defensively, I really like their secondary. I mean, if you watch some games, they turn a lot of people over. Eastwood, I saw they turned over interception. Oak Harbor game, they had an interception. So those athletes that we talk about playing receiver, they all play in the secondary. Routson's a corner, number 4. Adam Knight, number 2, is a corner. Routson, number 10, is a safety. And then McNone is also a safety. So you got all your athletes back there roaming. So I think you got to be careful putting the ball in the air. They got a lot of athletes that are very capable of picking you off. Front 7 wise, they got some guys that play the run pretty well. I mean, Oak Harbor didn't go crazy moving the ball on them. They can turn you over. I saw 53 had a play against Oak Harbor where he literally just took the ball from the running back and just went 70 yards. Yeah. He's a good-looking player. Evan Milner, he's a 5'10", 220 senior defensive tackle. So I think they're going to go speed more up front.
Yeah.
They're not going to overpower you. More quickness and speed up front.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jess.
You might see them try to shoot some gaps. Would be my thing. And I think Liberty, you talk about their DBs can make plays. I don't know how many times you think we throw it this week.
Well,
I'm not going to, that's not our job. But
I don't know how much it's going to be in the playbook.
Yeah, nothing against anybody, but like I'm lining up. You're watching this with the size, but that's why they're going to do kind of what Archibald did and maybe gamble on some run blitzes and try to do some things to throw us off the schedule.
They like to bring a guy off the corner, off that edge. I saw quite a bit.
And then even back to them offensively, I think you're going to see dink and dunk. I think they're quick. They're happy with their 5 yards. Let's get a first down.
I think you're right.
Well, it's I mean that they almost have to.
And it runs clock.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen there have been some teams that have tried to slow us down and go late in the play clock, but there's been a lot of teams that hasn't either. And I'm like, why not? You got to try to limit possessions. If you can't turn us over, then it's tough to beat us.
Yeah,
it's just really tough to beat us. Now, Liberty Benton game, we were 1-1. We had a pick. They had a pick. It was even. If Liberty Benton gets 2 or 3 more, well, okay, maybe you got a chance. But like that's kind of what this feels like for Liberty Center. You got to find a way to turn us over.
Do you know what turned over Triway 3 times?
I think it was.
One was not a pick 6, but a fumble 6.
Yep.
So they had some turnovers there. I mean, the thing that I didn't see anything on film that stuck out to me like Liberty Benton and said, "Wow, that guy's really good." They just seemed like an overall good, solid team.
Yeah.
Kind of. There's nothing that really just wows you, but they're solid. So yeah, I think if overall if Liberty takes care of the ball and doesn't make any big mistakes, I'm feeling pretty good.
For Genoa to win, what does Genoa have to do, Jess? They're going to have to turn us over multiple times.
I think
control the like we talk. They're not going to control the clock, ground and pound. I don't think. I think it's going to be dink and dunk, and then maybe try to hit 11 over the top, here or there. You can't. You saw what happened last week. Liberty Benton, their first possession, right, 3 and out.
Yep.
We get the ball in a 12-minute quarter with 10-15 left on the clock. I'm like, not what you want to do. Even if you run the ball and get stuffed. You're not going to beat Liberty doing that. And then their second possession, I think, was the same thing.
It was the same thing.
Yeah.
And they got to figure out a way. If you're going to beat Liberty, you got to figure out a way how to get the field position in your favor.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's amazing to me.
There's some games 100 yards.
Oh, it's
in
crazy,
difference, if not more.
Yeah. I think these coaches are good enough. They see that, and we're still doing it. Like, there's no way they do not talk about that going into the Liberty week. Hey, these guys are getting the ball at the 50 every time. The game's a lot easier from there.
Yeah,
but they still can't.
That's right.
It's just incredible. They got to figure out a way to make some plays on defense. They're going to have to. They're going to have to get a fumble, an interception.
Yep.
Make a big play.
Some
then
special teams, big play, something like that.
And they can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Routson, he's a good returner, and he's kind of their kicker too. Number 4, he's a good-looking player. So that is a possibility.
Sure. Liberty Center overall, I mean, if they take care of business, I'm feeling okay.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I mean, Genoa, they're what, 11-1?
11-1, yes.
I mean, it's just
10
like
10 in a row. Well,
they lost the first game of the year.
Yeah, won 11 in a row.
You watch them, and like we're saying, it's almost like what do we?
Yeah.
But they're just a team that's winning.
It's a good team. Good football team.
You've seen it before at every level. A team that just they believe in what they're doing. They get hot, and maybe they don't have this or that, but they play so well together, and that's what they're doing.
Dangerous with a little momentum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, that should do it for us here, week 14 of the podcast. Hope to see you, Fostoria, Friday night, 7:00. Play Genoa Comets. See if Liberty Center keep it rolling.